What is going on, Rise of Kingdoms fans? Wispy here, and we have a major problem. I cannot believe it took me this long to notice. I've just been really busy, but as you know, we're in KVK and our passes open tomorrow morning. If you're new to the channel or have not yet subscribed, consider doing so you don't miss out on the action. But there has to have been a massive mistake on Lilith. Like, this cannot be right. And what I mean by a massive mistake in our KVK is these are the worst Bastion skills I have ever seen in a KVK. This is my third Heroic Anthem. Well, technically two and a half because I didn't finish my last one because I migrated to 412 during my last KVK. But these are literally the worst bastions I have ever seen in my entire life. And when I say they are bad, I mean like I will get them just to increase the production of my crystal mine, but I will literally not even use them because they're just so bad. And we're going to go through these and I'm going to show you exactly how bad they are. Because when you are fighting in Heroic Anthem, not only are you fighting for the zone for pride and stuff like that, but you're fighting for potentially KVK changing Bastion skills to where if you can keep the opposition from acquiring a certain skill or two, that it can swing the tide heavily in your favor for the victory. So not only are you fighting to win the zone, you're fighting to keep them from getting a skill that could potentially win you the KVK. There is not one single skill in this KVK that is a deciding factor at all. And we're going to go through these real quick. So Minamoto, you're like, okay, Minamoto has some good skills. What are they offering here in the zone? What am I sacrificing my troops, my resources, my heart, sweat, tears, just what am I fighting for? I'm fighting for 50% increased damage to barbarians. Let me say that again. They want us to fight for 50% increased damage to barbarians. Anybody really struggling with barbarians that bad? Like, what the hell are we doing here? Like, here's Minamoto. Obviously, they're not going to give you the first skill. That would be too OP. What's wrong with offering 10% march speed, 20% attack? Better yet, 30% damage increase taken. That would be dope. But no, they're giving you 50% increased damage to barbarians. And if you're 100% free to play, you're definitely not going to have that because you didn't buy Minamoto. Okay, what else are we fighting for? Because we're fighting 401 in this zone tomorrow. What are we fighting them for? Ooh, Charles Martel. Charles Martel has great skills that could be KVK changing. What are they offering here? Let's take a look at it. While leading a garrison of your own city, 10% increased attack and watchtower gains 10% increased defense. What are we doing here? This is Charles Martel. 10% increased attack? No one's even going to equip this when they're taking a city rally. They're not going to. It's not going to help them at all. Halfway through the first rally, your watchtower is already gone. It's already zeroed. So it's a non-factor. It's a horrible, like, why? Here's Charles Martel right here. First skill, probably not going to give you that one. That'd be pretty OP. What's wrong with giving people 20% increased defense, health, and 20% march speed? What about 30% counterattack damage? That's pretty game-changing. You would equip that to a garrison. I mean, to punish anybody that tries to swarm. Or if, you have a march, say you like to use Trajan Ethelfled, it's kind of a little squishy. Slap that skill on there, 30% counterattack damage. You're crushing everybody that swarms your Trajan. But no, you're giving people watchtower defense and garrison attack by 10%. Why would anybody use that? Oh, it gets better though. What about the other zones you're asking? Like, hey, Wispy, maybe that's just a bad zone. Maybe that's just a bad zone. Well, we get this zone for free because our allies are down here. So we get this zone for free. Richard. Every KVK I've been in that had a Richard Bastion, it was really good. It was game changing. What are they offering with Richard here? Receive 30% increased healing and 30% less damage from watchtowers. Again, Lilith, watchtowers. Nobody is worried about watchtowers. They are a non-factor. They barely even last halfway through a rally. Watchtowers, they do a lot of big damage and then they're done. Like, they're just depleted. Healing, I mean, that's okay. That's okay. But then again, you're only getting it for half the skill if you're really concerned about the healing, which I'm not. None of my marchers really do any healing that I'm going to use except for like Ramsey's, but it's not even that big of a deal. It's a 10% chance to heal. So again, not that great of a skill. What could they have used? Here's the skill they normally put for Richard that is game changing. They use this skill. 15% attack and defense. That's the one they normally use. There was one KVK they did use this one, the 15% damage taken reduced and counterattack 10%. That's a good skill. That you would use that on every march if you could. That's pretty darn good. But no, they went with the last one. That's why they say you can take Richard to like 5511 or 5551 because this, it's just not game changing. It's not. Hey, Wispy, what about that Charlemagne skill that we saw there? You freaking kidding me? You put a Charlemagne skill in here? How many people even have Charlemagne? Or even have this skill right here? While on the map, you have a 10% chance to gain a shield when attacked. It's a commander that 90% of us don't have. And if you do, you probably only have them unlocked because you won KVK 1. But you definitely don't have that skill. That's the second skill. That means you had to put universals into them probably, which means you're a mega whale. And it's a 10% chance to gain 1,000 damage factor shield. Like, it's just not that great. But then you're going to be like, well, Wispy, we saw that there was a Leonidas skill. I got really excited when I saw the Leonidas skill because usually it's really good. What are they giving you with the Leonidas skill? When you are reduced to 50% units remaining, you get a shield damage factor 600 for 3 seconds. As the shield is active, infantry units led by this commander also gain 3% attack for 3 seconds. Well, I don't have that skill leveled up, so let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. Which I could. I probably would level it up. But it is this one right here. You get an 800 damage factor shield and 15% increased attack. It's not game changing. It's not really game changing. The skill that they usually use is this one right here. Increased defense by 30%, speed of rage gained by 15%. That skill, that's KVK game changing. That can win or lose you a KVK right there, having this skill. It's really good. But no, they went with this one. It's just, it's uninspiring skills. It's skills that you could not have them and you'll be just fine. All right, we have 2 more to look at here. What about the Ramsey skill? While on the map, you gain 40% increased attack. Don't get me wrong, that's a lot of freaking attack, but this is Season of Conquest. You already get a crap ton of attack. You want defense or health. All right, you already get a lot of attack. So, I mean, that's probably, the Ramses is probably the best skill, honestly. And I kind of gave it away because the con skill really isn't that good either. So let's look at the con skill. When troops led by this commander consist of cavalry and fewer than 50% of units remain, they deal 30% increased skill damage and gain 25 rage when attacked. You shouldn't be fighting past 50% troops anyways. You're going to be taking mega negative trades. The 30% increased skill damage is really good. This skill and the Leonidas skill, it's like, it would be really good for altars and ruins fights, but other than that, in the open field, Garrison Rally, I mean, not that great. This skill actually could be pretty good for rally because you're gonna have 50% of units remaining because it is the person that is rallying. It's based off them, not the rally itself. So they will, if the rally goes long enough, they will for sure be under 50%. So it's really good, but I don't do rallies or garrisons, and none of these skills from the legendary commanders are that beneficial for open field combat. The epic skills are way better than the legendaries, this KVK, and it kind of just blows my mind because that is the whole point, to fight your enemy, not just to get to Kingsland, but these other zones. You want to prevent them from getting the skills, especially the first zone. Like every heroic anthem I've been in, the first zone that you enter is so important and can swing the momentum of the KVK completely if you can prevent your enemies from getting a certain skill. Like when we went up against 307, the Richard skill that I was talking about, we didn't get it, and it was a big deal. The skill that we were unable to get was the damage taken reduced by 15% and counterattack damage by 10%. That was like one of the best garrison skills that you could like add for a garrison, and it was pretty good. So it's just, the skills are very uninspiring, they're very weak, and just, I mean, you will equip them just because you'll have them, but they're not really that game changing, especially fighting in the open field. Let me know what you guys think about these skills and everything. I think they're crap. I'm not really inspired. I'm going to fight just because I love to fight, but there's definitely no incentive, like gaining Bastion skills wise, to fight. It's going to be more of like pride, fighting for pride in this KVK, it seems like. So again, let me know what you guys think. I will be streaming later tonight. We will be maxing a certain commander. We will be crafting gear. We will be opening tavern keys. I have a bunch of tavern keys, 117 to open. So it's going to be a good stream. We're basically going to be doing everything to prepare for the pass opening tomorrow morning. And we will also be streaming for the pass opening as well. So we have 2 big streams coming up. Don't forget to subscribe so you can get notified when we go live, and you can come hang out, chat with us, give us advice on the gear that we're going to do. We're going to be doing some legendary Season of Conquest accessories, so it's going to be pretty lit tonight. But until next time, I'm Wispy Gaming. Hopefully I'll see you guys later tonight. See you guys in the stream later.